Hello, hello. Always love it when the music hits just right and it stops on the right spot. It's so satisfying, right? Hello, everybody. Welcome. First. That is not something to be super proud of, but welcome, everybody. Thank you for being here for Old Gray Bricks. You might be the only. I don't know if you're only, but anyway, thank you for being here on Messy Monday. Wait. What did you feel in your soul? The music ending just right, or Rick Snaps being here first?
I think it was the music. I bet it was the music.
Yeah, it is perfect, spot on, perfect. So, thank y'all for being here, everybody. Good to have you. Ashika Bernard is second. Actually, I think you're third, but that's okay. Moto's here. Brick Snaps is here. We got some other folks hanging out. It is a messy Monday. So, hey, thanks for hanging out for us. Has everybody done their taxes? Mine is in the process. Has everybody done their taxes?
Almost.
I think I've already spent my return. So
mine back in January.
Yeah.
Mark does his first. I owe, so I always wait till the end. So I don't want them to have my money before they have to.
Even though I owed the state $4, I still went ahead and did it out and got it out of the way.
I gotcha.
I keep forgetting.
No, I've got it all laid out, ready to go. I just got to plug the numbers into the old TurboTax. So, there's Brom, ready to file for an extension. No, I'm not doing that. I'll be ready to go. So, all right, good to have everybody here today.
Extension only works if you don't own money, because you have to prepay if you have to estimate if you.
That's right. You got to send them a check regardless. So, and don't send them a bad check either. All right. Let's see. Let's go around the room and see what's going on with everybody. Paul Dinovich is here. We're here with us. Hello, Paul. How are you? What's up in your world?
Just been actually I've been revamping my YouTube because TikTok and all that, and I've been kind of getting ready to do a whole bunch of reviews on YouTube for all my Lego sets. I'm going to review them all more detailed. I'm going to do a few live builds. I just won this ATTE set on TikTok. One of my friends gave it away in one of his grand prize things. I'm going to build that live on YouTube, and that's all. I'm just been trying to revamp my YouTube channel. I've been doing time lapses and trying to figure out a new way to review all my sets, and yeah, that's about it.
Cool. So you won that from a guy?
Yeah. I think his name's Cosmic Desperado on TikTok, and he had this really big giveaway for after I think it was like 2,000 or 3,000 followers, and there's my name right there. But yeah, there was 2 prizes, and it was this and it was the Mandalorian throne room was the other one, the one that's like $100. And so I got to, so yeah. But yeah, I've just been working on my YouTube, trying to figure out, how I want to review sets and anything, stuff like that.
Are you expecting the TikTok to die? Is that what to be bandinated and
maybe I don't want it to, but I was planning on going to YouTube as anyway, and to do TikTok and do YouTube. I have YouTube as the primary and TikTok as all my short videos, but I was planning on going on YouTube regardless. I was just thinking after I hit 10,000 followers, but since that hasn't happened yet,
I got you. Well,
you know what? I just try YouTube now.
Gotcha. Well, I have crawled, I think, to 12K on the 12.1 on the TikToks, but I just hadn't had time to do them. But are y'all like me that you'll be sitting there watching little short videos and you can't remember where you are? Am I on Instagram or I'm on TikTok or now on YouTube watching shorts on YouTube? I just don't know which one I'm looking at anymore. So
all the same now. I will say, as good as TikTok is for consuming content, YouTube is still the king of like monetizing your content. Like if you want to make money off your content, there's no question YouTube is still the best, and they monetize shorts now. So you can make a lot more money than you can make on TikTok if you upload it to YouTube. So
that was kind of the attraction. TikTok kind of said, hey, we'll give you more money. And people were getting a lot of views and getting a lot of money. and then they backed that way down, and then YouTube has slowly got back in the lead on that, right?
The percentage of profit for making money on YouTube versus TikTok is vast. Like it's definitely a lot better. Even if you're uploading the same content to YouTube, it's still better.
So if you were say to start a new YouTube channel on random counties in the United States, I think YouTube's the way to go.
Yes.
Yes.
Good to know. Good to know. I'll share that with all the people I know that are thinking about doing it.
Hang on, I'm looking at my career total of money that I've made on the TikTok. $15.03. Look there.
Can we petition you to stop saying "the" in front of TikTok? I
No.
mean,
They know his
I
age.
don't. I mean, I don't care.
I love my
what any-
mother-in-law, but she does the same thing. She says the Aldi's, the Kroger.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
I
everything
know.
has
I
an
know
S.
where it comes from, and I refuse to allow Chris to become that old because.
Oh, no, I'm doing it on the purpose.
Well, could you just stop?
Chris is that old. The old.
So I am the old. Hey, you're like 6 months older than me, pal. So stop it.
Yeah, but I'm younger at heart. That's what counts.
Yeah, probably so. Probably so. All right, Ant Bandit is with us. Speaking of the young guy, let's talk to Ant Bandit.
Hello.
What's going on, man?
Not much. I've been really busy working on a whole host of Lego projects. I'm super overwhelmed because I've got like 5 Lego projects, big like major stuff going on that I'm trying to juggle. I've got Brick World coming out, trying to work on builds for that. Content on my own YouTube channel. I've started live streaming some builds, so nice to see some of you stop by. Chris, saw you came by the other day, so yeah, I'm doing live streams now on my own channel, doing live builds. I'm working on a big community event right now that's top secret, but it's going to be a big like online social media thing for May with our friend Aubrey Friss. So top secret, but it's going to be really fun. So yeah, just been super busy with all that. So not enough mock building. I will say I've been working on mocks, and I have ordered now. I'll tell you this. I have ordered the same part 4 times from Brooklyn sellers in the US. This part, and every time I've gotten the wrong color. So I'll say this for any Lego people that are watching. If you own a Bricklink store, this is what we call trans medium blue, not trans light blue. I've ordered this 8x8 plate, which came in in medium blue. This part came in 6 sets, so it's it's fairly accessible. It's like an $8 plate in this color. But in trans light blue, it only came in 1 Belleville, like the witch set from 2002. And everybody makes this mistake. I've even put in my order notes like, can you make sure that this is the right color? And I've 4 or 5 times had to say, you sent me the wrong color. So I'm going to have to order from like Hungary or something to try and get it in the right color. So
Adam, I've played the same game and have had the exact same results. Just consider it impossible.
I don't get it. I said I sent a kind of firmly worded email to this last guy that sent me this one today, and I said, listen, I sent you a specific request to make sure. I just have to take like a trans blue, put it right there, make sure it matches, but it's hard. It's hard these days. First world problems,
First world problems. I was just gonna say.
Yep.
Especially since trans medium blue isn't a common color. Like there are very few pieces in that color.
And to the naked eye, I can see why this would be trans light blue, but it is a definite difference when you put the 2 side by side.
So have you thought about, since you've already ordered so many of the wrong and received the wrong ones, so you should just change the color to do what you need to do in that color instead?
No, I will never give up. I will get my plate in trans light blue. So help me. So help me.
Don Quixote, you are. Don Quixote, you are.
I'm gonna keep banging my head against this wall until I get the right part.
Did I miss my mark?
Actually, Stever has the perfect question. Why are you guys twinsies today? Was it random or was it actually planned?
I don't know. We get confused all the time. I don't know what you're talking about.
The question is, why aren't you wearing anything with space on it, Dana?
Actually,
Oh, he's gonna strip. Dang it.
Dun, 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 dun.
Wow.
Data, do you normally strip to Yankee Doodle went to town?
Maybe I don't know. But anyway,
There we go.
not only am I rocking space, I'm rocking
There he is.
Sandlin space. So there you go.
Space.
Hey, did you guys
All right.
know that there was a TV show prior to Space 1999 called UFO or UFO that was also done by Gary Anderson? I just recently found this out.
Yeah.
And I'm obsessed with it now, and I need to go watch them all. So
Yeah, they had this weird, like Viper-looking, kind of goofy spaceship kind of thing.
they did have a Viper type spaceship, and then all the female UFO staff members that were based on the moon had like purple and blue hair. It's awesome and very spangly silver outfits. So just saying.
They were telling us the future.
They were telling us the future.
Yes, purple-haired pilots. There you go, right there.
Black is right. Black is right.
Yeah, right.
And
All right.
if Dark Aubrey is watching this, her one of her videos, she did a filter with purple hair. Dark Aubrey would be awesome in purple hair. Just saying that because it looked really cool.
Didn't Paul do that too?
Paul actually dyed his hair orange.
I've had purple hair. Actually, I'm about to dye my hair again, and it will be purple again.
Oh, are we? Oh, it's gonna be purple. I was gonna. Can we pick the Lego color? Put them in a bag and pick the Lego color out.
Place the order. It's actually Rossman Creation. His wife is a hairstylist, and she actually hooked me up. So I was like, I want to do purple again. She goes, I got you.
So what about sand green? Come on.
I was saying, well, I was orange last time, and then I was turquoise before that, which turned to sand green, and then I was purple before that. So it's been years since I was purple. So I was like, I need to be purple again.
And realistically, all you got to do is go swimming for a while, and it's going to turn sand green. So,
My hair will stay the same color for like at least 3 months.
Cool.
It's almost as if I know what I'm doing. I've only been dyeing my hair for like 5 years.
do you get
all right.
touch-ups?
Huh?
Do you get touch-ups?
Sometimes.
All right, let's go to my friend in the legal world because she's been fighting our lugs battles today. Pink Wheels, how are you today?
Doing good, but I am not a lawyer. I'm an engineer. Don't make me do legal stuff. Don't make me do legal stuff. I went to Kentucky for the dry run of staying with having Natalie stay with the grandparents. So that went off. So they have stuff planned out. They have projects. My stepmother's like a hobbyist seamstress, and by hobbyist seamstress, equate that to a crazy AFOL. She has like all these sergers, like factory grade serging sewing machines. So they've planned like this jacket she's going to sew. I mean, they figured out museums they're going to visit. They got it down. She's feeling good about it so that we can have kid-free time. I feel very adult. I'm working on soffits of the mall, and I thought this would go a lot faster than it should, but here is my, you can hear all the noise and all the Lego everywhere. Here is my said soffits, and this is taking a lot longer than it should. But that's mall in Japanese, by the way.
Nice.
But this soffit, I had to triple reinforce it so it wouldn't fall down. And I'm like, it shouldn't be this hard. Like, okay, you look at that, and you think, how hard is it to have that sideways soffit? It was really hard. It fell apart on me 4 times. And then it just like crushed all of this. I mean, it was not fun.
Tear it apart, start over.
No.
It's a good thing you're an engineer, not a lawyer.
Structural integrity issues.
I'm not a structural engineer either. But anyway, some reinforcement with a nice Technic frame, and now it's not going anywhere. So this, I keep saying I'm going to finish it this week, and I'm really going to finish it this week. So there's the mall.
So 2 weeks later.
2 weeks. I have to, trust me. I have to start on my next cube. I finished my bathhouse. That's still sitting down there halfway through. I'd give it 80% complete. I needed more purple, and I ran out of purple plates. So I got the purple plates in so I can finish it now, but I was too distracted by this. So that's about it.
And you spent all your time on Nexus Lexus looking at case law.
That too. That was just today, though. That was just today.
Yeah. So just the background noise that we're talking about with her. We were trying to get a space for our lug to meet, and we had it nailed down at a library, and then the library decided that we were not nonprofit enough and not educationally adjacent enough. So yeah, we got to find a new space for Saturday. So shut up, Dana.
I'm not even on the board. I'm just trying to be a helpful AFOL.
And I applaud you for that.
Yes, she reached out because the library we were going to get said only 501c, whatever, 401c, whatever.
But
So
that's
they said no.
That's a testable way to say who can and can't be on versus this has to fall in line with the educational and, blah, blah, blah. But it's open to political groups. It's like, okay, so a bunch of, grumpy local politicians can come meet there, but us delightful AFOLs that just want to love the brick and talk about how we're going to go do stuff at museums and stuff are not welcome.
Okay, all right. Moto came up with the idea. We're just going to invade a Waffle House. That'll be. I'm down.
I'm okay with that. I approve.
Yes, the Waffle House, exactly.
Suggestion. Suggestion. Grab some Mega Block and walk into that library with pockets full of Mega Block and just disperse it throughout the floor everywhere.
Well, I think I just need to go fork out for a UCS set, go bring it there at one of the tables, and just build a freaking UCS set all day just to piss them off. Because apparently they think that Lego is not educational and that they had a rough time with a group that came in and did a group build for kids.
Well, a group build for kids is just a recipe for chaos. So that's
but they didn't bother to call me when I put my request in over a 8-day period and say, hey, can we get some more information? That would be the professional thing to do.
You know what? Brick Snaps, you go ahead and do that. You say we're discussing oil futures and
English literature. English literature. You're English. You could say, we're going to talk about Dickens and Charlotte Bronte and Chaucer and stuff like that.
Excuse me, ma'am. We were going to talk about sculpting with a very malleable plastic brick system. Can we come in here and have a, hey, get in a minute. In a minute. They didn't even pay
part of the royal family, even.
That's right.
I don't know. Is Charles very popular?
True.
That's Trish, by the way, who has the best name of any person on the internet. Let's see. Aubrey has joined us. Hello, Aubrey. How are you?
Hello.
By the way, you need to check out Aubrey's Instagram and see the cool space lady astronaut that her husband drew. It's pretty amazing and everything. So how are you today?
I'm good. Yeah, just got done eating dinner. No crazy working on some mocks, but I did build this.
Yay!
Oh.
So
Nice.
exciting.
Love it.
Yeah, it was. I really enjoyed the build, and it's a lot bigger than I thought it would be.
Say that
Aubrey,
No
we're gonna let you get away with that. Just say.
That's why I paused. I was setting myself up for it.
You need to
but-
make that in Friends colors, just saying.
Ooh, that would be fun.
Or in botanical colors. I could. No, I can't show you that.
Yeah, that's pretty much.
No.
Yeah, you can.
Find another copy.
Yeah, I haven't been doing much. Just working on a few small things, and then I built that, and it was nice to. It's been a while that I've just built a set, so a lot of my stuff is for content, and it was nice to have a non-content set build.
Amen. There you go. But and I have to apologize. Bag one on that set was just not as fun as I wanted it to be. Then it got fun after bag one, right? So.
Yes, yeah. I mean, that's kind of how it is now with a lot of. So that they're stronger, they use Technics, so I'm okay with it.
Yeah,
It was worth it.
Star Wars set. It's not until bag 5 that it gets fun. So.
Exactly. Yeah.
Star Wars sets for fun. It was,
What happens if there's only 4 bags for the Star Wars set?
I guess it's not fun then.
Ouch.
But I don't know.
Ouch.
A lot of the droids, like the entire insides, are all Technics. So I like it. For me, I like putting that stuff together.
Yeah. That's the cool thing for us spacers is the interior was really, 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 really well done in there and compact and well thought out. So it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I enjoyed the little beds that are in there are made so you don't have to take the little air tanks off. I thought that was a great addition.
Which for us old timers, that was always a struggle. Do you make your interior where the fig has to take his suit off, and then are they bald under their helmet, or do they just pee in their suit, or how do they sit? And so those solutions were really cool. So
well, actually, truthfully, Chris was the only one who spent that much time thinking about all of that.
I did.
I do have a question. What are the white arrows for?
That's where the P tubes go.
That's where the P tubes go.
On the outside.
Like I thought that was a great way to build and really interesting, but what are they pointing to?
Nothing, or maybe where the latch is. It's just like that's from the original, okay. but so they just had those arrows as like just a decal on a spaceship, kind of no step here. Or
yeah, I was gonna say that for me it was always like the equivalent of this is not a step.
Yeah.
That's on a side of an airplane or something like that.
If you were a boy in the 70s and you built a model replica of a jet fighter, there were all these sticker appliques where like, do not step here, do not do this. And I actually think it's a throw to that. But
Or just this side down.
Yeah. Or this side up.
Landing is this way.
Launch pad back would disagree. I mean, you got to wreck.
That's right. They're landing gear, not crashing gear. That's right. So
stick them with the pointy end.
That's right. Mr. Van Winden, how are you?
I'm okay. I might have been the cause of the echo earlier. I had studio running in the background, which I didn't realize. The reason for that was because I was trying to figure out how many of these beautiful little 1x2 translate blue tiles.
It's translate blue.
Yeah, that's why I was doing the same thing this weekend. In order to cover a base plate, a 48 base plate, or a 32 by 32 base plate, you need 498 of these buggers.
Yes, you do.
Which makes it a very expensive project. I was working on some water effects, trying to get some deep and light areas, and I did two-tone at first, and then I started going to, like that. A few different shades with some black, dark green, dark blue, lighter blues. And then I went to thicken it up. So that's like 2 plates thick. So I was using the 1x2 plates underneath, which then doubles the cost of the module, if not more. And I was trying clear as well in the middle.
Did you see my purple tree scene?
I haven't had it. I saw it. I didn't look at it close enough to see what you did for water.
Dang it, that pickup line will never work. I just need to tell you right now. So.
He had me at. Did you see my? No.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll look at that later, though, Dana.
I can send you a closer up picture of how I did the water.
Sure.
Geez, that one doesn't work either.
But yeah, I mean, I don't have I probably have just enough to cover 1 base plate, if that. So now I'm questioning for my castle expansion. I want to build a lake, and I wanted to do something more decorative than just blue 1x4 bricks on the ground sideways.
Hey, I gotta go, everyone. We're having a bad Monday, a case of the Mondays on a Monday night.
All right.
Bye.
Bye, Legal Warrior.
I gotta go too. I'll see you guys later.
All right. Yeah.
Wow. Apparently, this talk of water is making everybody go pee. I need to go pee.
Well, actually, it wasn't until you mentioned it now.
But anyways, I'm trying to figure out how to not spend, $80 US for 2 layers of plates, or 105 Canadian for 2 layers of plates, to make this a successful venture. And
You need to rate some pick-a-brick walls. It'll make that whole process.
That's the thing. I don't know if they still carry those at Pick-a-Brick.
They do, but it just depends on if you can find them or not.
Yeah, it's a regular thing, and my closest Pick-a-Brick is an hour and a half away on a good day.
Do you have a friend who lives near there that can go scope out?
I have multiple friends that live in multiple areas. Dave Sincere's in the chat. He's done that for me in the past with the castle walls, with some of the gray bits. But yeah, I don't know. I'll post a note on our group and see if anybody finds them.
Those gray bits.
There's also a need to have it ready for July. So time is of the essence now, I guess. But
Yeah, I'm
Are
getting
you
serious
saying
FOMO,
if David
by the way.
David Sincere mailed it to you, it wouldn't get there by July?
oh no, it would. But I don't want to put him out again. Wait, that didn't sound good either. I don't want to inconvenience him again.
Keep digging deeper. Keep digging.
But
Hey,
anyway.
Screenbird, what's up, man? Anyway, yeah, all y'all are starting to talk about July, and I'm starting to get the FOMOs because I can't go. So
July is
Is it
Toronto.
in July? I thought it was in June.
No, July is Toronto.
Crackle was in June.
Oh.
It's
Dude.
Toronto.
Toronto.
all the things.
Like Atlanta. There's no second T.
I
Atlanta.
do want to go and go. Hey, is this Toronto? And see what people say. So
Then no, because everybody there will say no. This is Mississauga because that's where it is.
Is everybody here going to Brickworld besides Chris, or is that the case?
Yep.
Okay, Chris.
So far,
it's not too late. You've got like 2 months, to make up your mind. So
Yeah, just put your
I
job
can't.
ah,
There's a
I
work
think-
thing that's come up. I can't go. So
I think mock registration needs to be done in the next 5 days though for Brickworld.
Ooh, good reminder.
crap. Yeah,
yeah,
gotta
yeah.
do that.
Hey, son.
hey, there he is.
Toronto Saloon.
Hang on, I have to do the GIF. There it is. All right, our friend. If his internet wasn't held together by 2 cans and a string, we'd have him on here more often. But that's what it is.
He's like in downtown Toronto. He should have better internet than most of us.
Yeah, come on.
Maybe he does.
Come on, Simon. Go to a McDonald's and connect with us or something.
I think it just adds to his air of elusiveness. So it works.
That's true.
I think he's just too busy building to spend any time talking.
Yeah, he's not like Martin, where Martin just never sleeps. Simon's got to sleep sometimes, so he's got to build. So why do internet stuff? Because that interferes with build time.
Yeah.
No, my theory is it's like Superman. If you go to Fortress of Solitude, there's other Superman robots that fill in for him on occasion, and there's like 5 or 6 of those. That's Simon. There's
Yeah.
5 or 6 robot Simons.
And actually, you know what? That kind of works for Martin too, because he's a big Disney fan. Those whole animatronics department at Disney World. So you never know. It could be.
That's right. We're going to be with Martin at a convention. It's going to start raining, and he's just going to instantly rust and stop. And
Well, no, that's when he seizes up and he looks like he's sleeping. It's just because the batteries have run out and power issues.
All right, let's go to Matthew. Matthew, wavy gravy.
Give me 5 more minutes. Give me 5 minutes.
That's what. Oh no.
Whoa! Wait a minute. What shirt are you wearing?
Limited rare collector's edition.
Whoa.
Now banned Dixie Lug name.
that's contraband. It's illegal.
It is. I was laundry hasn't been done while I was out of town, so we were desperate for a shirt and we just grabbed.
Okay.
All right.
Give
I'm
me
ready.
5 minutes.
I'm
Are you
ready.
ready? Okay, you're ready. All right, you're ready.
So it's here's why. It's wavy gravy. Like Aubrey, I had not built a official set because I've been so furiously working on my mega mosaic, but I am out of plates. And even though my 55 plates shipped from Denmark or wherever in Europe last week, they still have not shown up at my door. So after I got home from my 2-day conference trip where I shepherded young collegiate students and made sure they didn't get into a lot of trouble and out of town, I cracked open a set and I have just finished it. So here we go.
Ooh.
Nice.
Hey, you got to push in some of those tiles a little bit more.
Yeah. I that's why I said give me a couple more minutes. So I'm still pushing the lock-in pins in the back, but I was like, oh well, it's not gonna fall out. One thing I never realized until I built the set is that there's these little blue tiles that have faces on them. They're kind of weird when you're working on it up tight, but they look fine from a distance.
Well, they're the people on the boats, aren't they?
The people on the boats, yeah.
they still look weird. I don't know. It's like I don't know.
It's like the people on the bus.
But it's kind of the same thing though with my giant mosaic. You know, if you're working it up close, sometimes you're kind of like, well, this looks odd. Then you step back 15 feet and it looks fine. So the other thing I will say is that when we get to the part in the instructions where they're showing you how to color one plate, there's like, I'm all like amateurs. You know, like, I'm working on a 256 by 384 stud alignment, and they're like, and here's your 16 by 16 plate. Here's where each dot goes.
I'm surprised you left those plates in the back there and didn't swap them out for something else.
So there's only 2 black ones, and I need 900. I need 95 black ones, and for half a second, I almost borrowed them to the larger project. But then I thought, I'm gonna fill in 2 plates in no time, and I'm still gonna be sitting there twiddling my thumbs, waiting for the other 95, waiting for the other 93 that are shipped. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna complete this wave, and hopefully tomorrow's mail will bring that, the DHL delivery. I don't know about your house, but here we get the email in the morning of, expected delivery from USPS. And I'm like, let's see, not today. Darn it. Which I guess replaces the childhood walk to the mailbox to see if the mail away Boba Fett figure had actually landed in my mailbox. But, now I could just check my email in the morning and go like, it's not coming. So, but this was fun. The only thing that's kind of surprising about this one, so I also did the Starry Night, is it's a really big frame. I was kind of surprised at how big the frame is. So
it's a piece of art.
The other one had.
Well, did you see how translucent those plates were? Put that back up in the light. This and I saw somebody complaining about it. Did you break it?
I popped one of the big white tiles off.
But tilt it just towards the camera a little more. No, other way. Like the top down.
A little more.
There
you
go.
go.
Look at
that. Oh yeah.
Oh, they are very thin.
They're very thin.
The medium Caucasian, or more like light Caucasian tone there. Yes, the light does go right through them, unlike the black ones.
Light Caucasian.
I think that T-shirt, that golf shirt, is rubbing off on you there, Matt. just saying.
Could be. It's having a bad influence. It's all the shirt's fault. I'm not responsible for my actions when I'm wearing this shirt, apparently. So isn't that the way that works? Isn't that what people?
That's the way it works. That's the way it works.
It's all the shirt. I was a good person inside, but the shirt made me say that.
I didn't inhale.
Depends on the meaning of the word is.
There you go. All the 90s things.
But I will say that, like, in my house, it has been a difficult couple of weeks, and as noted by my absence here. So, like in the Lord of the Rings, when they say, the whatever, the leaves of Lothlorien do not fall lightly. I'm sorry I missed Old Grey Brickstall last week, but I'm really looking forward. There are only, let's count them now, 6 more teaching days left in the semester. Not that we're counting them down every single teaching day, but I can't wait to just come in this room every day in May and work on some stuff. So that would be nice. Very
good deal. All right, another one going to Chicago, and I'm not. It's okay. It's all right. By the way, Mark, no one has noticed yet that I switched our names and we're wearing the same. Nobody else has noticed.
Well, you're the same person, aren't you?
I know we are. Mr. Sandlin, what is up?
Speaking of switch names, I don't think Small Paul appreciated it the other day when I made his name Small Dork. So he was like, change it back.
Just remember, he picks your nursing home. Just remember that.
I know.
Not for a few decades though.
I bought him a Lego set.
Okay.
Nothing much new since I was on Thursday. Last week we were in Nashville visiting family. Went to the Opry Mills store. I got the Bond BB5. It's a pretty cool little build. I like the they put a whole hinge in there just to do one plate of slope on the hood. So I thought that was kind of neat. And I got a couple of pick-a-brick, just random stuff from their wall, bunch of different little bits. Got a VIP the Spring Fun VIP add-on pack. That's the $50 gift with purchase.
Is there pollen in it?
Yes, it's got loads of pollen. That brick right there, that's all pollen. That's just a solid brick of pollen.
I wish he was kidding, but he's not.
He's not. And I don't remember if I showed this on the show, but before I left for Nashville, I was working on this for the lug challenge. I probably did, but still, here's my little lug challenge. It's the 16 by 16 base, little castle scene with the.
Very nice.
Well, that's pretty much all the Lego stuff I have here for now. I ordered the Daily Bugle because Amazon had it marked down to the old price. And then my brother gave me a gift card for my birthday, and I had some rewards points. So I cashed in those things and got it knocked down to a pretty reasonable price. So that'll be fun. Looking forward to that.
Very nice. Very nice.
Sweet. That's awesome. All right, Mr. Zool. Mr. Zool is here. How are you, David?
I am good. And yes, Moto, you do hold the cornerstone on dropping a build, because I will always refer to it as pulling a Moto if I drop something. So just to solve that discussion right there.
Right.
Actually, I haven't done a whole lot of building over the weekend because it was Easter So as per my wife and I's usual custom of holidays lately, we have carbohydrates. So it was a big carbohydrate weekend.
Well,
I know it's very exciting for the rest of you who get to enjoy it all year long. I, however, just enjoy it on the holidays. So, however, like Aubrey, like Matthew, I did build a set. It was an official set. And it was something that I've been wanting to get done, and I finally decided to start on it yesterday, and I just couldn't stop building, and I built the rest of it today.
Nice.
This thing is awesome. I didn't build either of the Hermione Harry Potter buildable figures. I assumed they were similar to this, and now makes me think I should go down in the basement and take that box out and build them. But this was just way too much fun. Little Easter eggs inside the set, which is kind of neat. Inside the base plate, which is like bag one, and I'm not going to take it apart, and I'm not going to move this around too much, or I will pull a Moto. Inside the base plate, there are 2 chrome gold ingots. Why? I don't know. They just wanted to put them in the base plate. It's got funky. And then there are 2 2x4 green Technic bricks in here. Again, why? Designer probably just threw them in there for fun. I don't know. Kind of weird. Very well done. I like the fact that the hips move, which is cool. The arms do move, and they actually move pretty good. But when they put the epaulets on, it does kind of limit their range of motion a little bit. Weirdness though, they threw a blue. I don't know if you can see it. They threw a blue 2x2 round plate for the connection of the claw or the hook. I would have thought they would have just used brown or black, but they for some reason wanted to use blue. I don't know why.
It's weird.
Just the detail on the epaulets is cool. The whole chest detail, the ascot is very well done. The belt and the gold clips, using the bucket handles for buckle clips is really cool. I had never seen this piece that they use for the head. There's 4 of them. I think this is a new piece.
Yeah,
it is.
And it may be exclusive only to this set at this point in time. I haven't had a chance to go looking, but pretty freaking cool. I wish they had gone ahead and splurged and printed this. I mean, they did a great job on the face and the beard, but it would have been nice to have done that. And again, everybody complains about this big white tile, but it's still a cool sticker.
That's a map of Denmark, right? On the map.
It is a map of Denmark, and the X marks the spot is where Billund is.
Nice,
which is neat. And the hat comes. Actually, I'm going to do this because this is kind of cool.
Oh, so close.
I know. I could have just. But The hat is actually done with 2 different bags. They even have it where theoretically you could pop a feather in there if you wanted to you use one of the wings. I got to take this apart because this was kind of neat. I can't just explain it. I got to open it up here for you guys. And this is definitely going to pull a moto. I know, lots of good. Talk amongst yourselves a second.
It's fascinating television right here.
I know. Oh, so, but I know there was kind of questions, comments. I don't know, something going on. Here we go. Thank you.
Whoa.
There is a little island on a water plate, and I almost felt like they added the little arch to kind of give you that feeling of like the fortress sets from the Imperials or whatnot. But when I opened up the bag and started playing, it's like there's this blue plate, and they're like, put a 2x2 round plate and then toss a little green. I'm like, oh my gosh, he's got an island in his head.
That's awesome.
That to me was like one of the best little parts of this whole little build. So it was really, really cool. Lots of fun. If you've got a friend who can get one for you, I definitely say it's worth the $80 plus whatever shipping you can get for it. So a great set. It's a fast build. I mean, it's only what? It doesn't even say the piece count, so I'm not 100% sure. But it's a fast build. I mean, the bags went by real quick. Not a lot of, there are a couple of complicated techniques in there, but I think they tried to keep it pretty simplistic. I mean, it's a 10 plus set versus an 18 plus set. So most of the build techniques in there are pretty straightforward. But a really, really cool set. I am currently waiting on 2 Bricklink orders and a big old bricks and pieces order, which will probably take forever to get here anyway. So I'm not really waiting on that one. It'll probably be, I'll have to scavenge some parts from some builds and then madly put some things back together once I finally get those in for baby space. Cause I do, as Chris pointed out, I will sometimes just start building things on the side. So digitally, I built 6 sets over Friday and today digitally. So I'm just waiting on parts to put those together. It's not 17, but it's 6. So
you're going to be well into the Futuron by tomorrow. So
yeah, well, I'm only stopping at Classic. I'm not bothering with Futuron or anything beyond that. It's just going to be Classic Space. Now, if they come out and they make Space Baby figures and Blacktron and Space Police, sure, then I'll go there. But until then, it's just going to be Classic Space. So, and today I'm sourcing one of my favorite sets, and I think I've got all the parts to do the lunar rocket launcher. So that might be what I reveal tomorrow because I think I've got time will tell. So
cool.
But that's it. That's all I got going on.
Yeah, and Dana, I will say I built the Harry and Hermione minifigure, the buildable minifigures, like very recently, probably like a month ago, and they were great builds, but they do not have like Easter eggs.
Oh,
so that was the only kind of like, they were still really fun to build, but if your favorite part about that set was the Easter eggs, I wouldn't.
Well, I don't want to say it was the well, yes, it is my favorite part.
Yeah.
But at the same time, though, it's just a cool build in general. Yeah. Even if they left out those little Easter eggs, it wouldn't have been a big deal. But it's still just a really
I really enjoyed them. I got my set as a gift, and I was like, I don't know how I feel about these. Like, it's kind of not my thing. And then I built it, and I was like, wow, these are awesome.
I had people asking me, was I going to go ahead and do a Classic Space one? And Hunter over at North Point has already made a Classic Space one.
Oh, so really?
The drive to go ahead and make one so quickly, because he actually got Campbell to UV print him some tiles to go across the chest for the Classic Space logo, and then he was supposed to be working on getting the smiley face done for the head. I don't know what happened to that. I need to reach out to Hunter and find out what happened. Knowing Campbell's been backlogged on doing bricker builds jobs, so who knows? That might be the reason why he hasn't printed the head for him. Who knows? But
that would be really cool to see.
Yeah, and because I want Hunter to do it and finish it and get it all squared away, and then copy it in red.
Or steal the blue hands.
Look at blue hands and blue air tanks, of course.
You're gonna have to make a baby version.
I want to be able to do like a little like nesting dolls with all sorts of different sizes of space figures. It's only logical.
I was
right?
gonna ask when are we gonna get like a habitat sized with the pirate? Like.
Well, I got to do the maxi figure, which is the step below this in monochrome, and then maybe something at that size. I don't know. Time will tell.
Yeah, you should make a castle, a space, and a pirate, the 390s things, and make 3 big habitats.
That would be very, very cool, actually.
That would be really cool.
All right, so I took something apart, and now I don't remember what I do with the part.
Dude, I have had Oblivion bounce out of the wazoo, man. I've been building, redoing a couple of sets, and I'll drop a Lego ski, and I know it's right down there, but it has bounced into Oblivion. There's like 700 parts I have bounced into another universe because I don't know where they've gone. They hit the floor and zip, gone. So it has been my weekend.
So let me imagine that, but imagine you're dealing with tiny 1x1 round pieces and you're building a couch in front of the TV.
No.
And then like every other day you just scrape under the couch. Oh, that's what color's under there. Oh, and that color too. Oh, and then you look down between the couch cushions. There's like 35 dots.
So my wife is kind of, bed bound for the most part. So I will build mosaics in bed sitting next to her, and I'll get up to go to the bathroom, and I'll come back, and she'll just hold out her hand, and she'll drop like a handful of dots back into my hand. I'm like, thank you.
Well, or as you get up, the divot that was in your
it's basically collected whatever I've dropped, and
Well, hey, I got
wood floors.
What's that?
Do what now?
I said that's why I'm thankful I have wood floors in my building room, so I can hear it bounce, and I can echolocate where it bounced.
Yeah, but you've got brown hardwood floors, so even though you've got a sensory echo, those still blend in.
Well, and that hard surface lets them bounce long, and they roll across the. At least the carpet absorbs most of the impact, so there's little debris right below me at my building area.
Oh, I forgot to mention one thing while I'm thinking about it, because it was something that kind of bothered me. The connection between the torso and the body, not the greatest. The greatest. There's not a lot of clutch power going on here. I mean, it's an interesting technique because there's some snot technique work here to make this work, but connecting this together here, it's not minifigure clutch.
So if you pick it up by the shoulders, is the bottom half going to stay?
Oh no, it will. The clutch is very weak. I mean, you give it a good jostle, and you will drop the legs off of it very easily. So,
speaking of
Moto, as you type that, it's funny because I kept waiting for other people to do them so that I wouldn't have to do them all, and I think everybody just said, "Nah, Dana's got it."
Dana'll do it. It's fine.
Dana's got it. He started it. Let him finish.
Best it is.
Let him finish.
Forgot to mention this, but when I ordered the Wave, it was during the triple GWP. Of course, being the basic A-full, I immediately texted Dana and I was like, "Don't forget at midnight, you got triple GWP." So I got the gardening set, and I got the Houses of the World 2, which I've already sold for $41 on Bricklink.
I want you to sell mine.
And I got another bunny rabbit, which is selling for like $8 on Bricklink, so I think I'll just keep it. It's like a 368 piece set, but it's only going for $8 now, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not getting anything for that one, am I? I'll just keep the parts.
Easter's over.
I mean, maybe next Easter it'll sell. Like for a while there, they had those like chicks. They had that little box of like the Easter chick, and I got a couple of them. And then the next year they sold on Bricklink as we got close to Easter. So, maybe next year someone will buy the bunnies, but
you never know.
But yeah, I did the basic A-full and I got my Wave set. And so I got $40 off the Wave by doing the old basic A-full flip the GWP tactic. So.
Every time he says the Wave, I want a Wave. So I just did. Sorry. No, this Wave.
Oh.
There.
When's the Toronto show?
July 23rd, 24th weekend.
really want to
Or-
come up, but I just don't see how it works out. But
Well, you get in the car and start driving.
yeah, there's
North.
my summer class goes from July 24th to June 24th to about July 20. I don't know. Then there's the money for gas, and then like, you know, if I go up there, my friend Adam's going to ask me to buy him Canadian Oreos and bring them back because they're made with real sugar and all that stuff.
Well, he should pay a shipping tax or something on that, right?
Yeah, finder's fee.
Matt, reminded me closer to Brickworld, and I'll pick some up and ship them to Chicago with me.
Ooh, and then I can dangle them in front of his face and be like $50.
You need gas money for Toronto, so that would work.
Then he paid me in loonies probably, because he's a huge Vancouver Canucks fan. He goes to Vancouver every other year, I swear, just to go out there and watch the Canucks. And he always, he probably takes like a spare piece of luggage just to fill it with Canadian Oreos when he comes back. But
Simon needs to know the difference in Oreos.
so in Canada, they don't use high fructose corn syrup as the sweetener. They use God-created cane sugar. So, and my friend Adam, he's a friend from hockey, and he's convinced that they taste better because they use real sugar and not high fructose corn syrup.
I can tell you everything that has real base sugar versus high fructose corn syrup does taste better. It's a fact.
It's a standing request with all of the friends that know Mr. Adam. If you go to Canada, please bring him back Oreos because that's what he wants.
Okay, I have a request. I'm not going to where this guy is anytime soon. I need those coffee flavored chocolate crisp things.
Coffee crisp?
Yeah, that's it. I need those. I need
so
bags.
basically, come to Canada. It tastes better. That's our slogan now.
So
They're
I will,
good.
Jeff. I do want you to know that we are getting our first Tim Hortons in the metro area.
Really?
So,
In
yeah.
Atlanta.
Yes.
Wow.
Sherman got.
This is the first that has come up.
Sherman came through here about 150 years ago, but the Canadians have just arrived with their Timbits. So
That's going, eh? Hey, you guys put that fire out, beauty, eh?
So I mean, but my friends, my hockey friends who've all been to Canada, they were like messaging each other like Timbits are coming, Timbits are coming.
Timbits.
They'll probably use corn syrup and not sugar here. So
Did you? Oh, that was what I was going to pick before I forgot. Did you know they now make gluten-free Oreos?
yes, my wife loves them. They're actually okay. Let me just go ahead and admit it. They actually are really good.
Really?
They don't really taste any difference. In fact, they may be a little creamier. So
Really?
we get them and they're quite good. Yeah.
Okay. I can now tell my wife that somebody has tasted them and it's not an abomination.
No, it's not. It's actually quite good. I'll show y'all something I got in the mail. I followed our friend Nicole, a girl who bricks a lot, and she sent me stickers.
Her box?
Do what?
Did you sign up for her box?
I subscribe, so she sends me stickers, and so she makes very cool stickers. Yeah.
Did you get the space sticker? Did you get the spaceman sticker?
All right. Well, hang on. So
I'm trying to steal your thunder. Come on.
This is her, and I guess she does. I don't know. Does she do graphic art? She's really good if she does. And then the goat, the Lego goat sticker.
That goat is great.
And yes, I did. She sent me the spaceman. So
Yeah,
very
she does draw all those.
that's amazing. And I redid some old mocks and updated them. This cool space fighter, I sleeked it up just a little bit more. With the landy gears. There you go. And I dusted off and redid and finished the my favorite classic space set because it's the other color scheme. This is the Starfleet Voyager. So it is redone and refinished. So there it is.
Nice.
So those A-wing wings are very, very cool, by the way. Yeah, Blake said that. So that was my weekend when I had a few moments to get down here and build this weekend. It was busy week for us. So yes, Starfleet Voyager is amazing. It's an underrated classic space set because it's in the not in the colors everybody knows. So
I actually find that the Starfleet Voyager is like one of the fan favorites. I think it gets plenty of love. I mean,
No, no, yeah.
It is rated. It is rated.
Yeah, but you know,
it was one of my four. It was one of my 4 childhood sets. So I had the Galaxy Explorer Home Run, and I had the whatever we were just talking about. I always forget its name. The Voyager. Yeah. So I mean, I guess I should like send my parents a thank you note from my 9-year-old self saying like, "Hey, you did good. You did good. You didn't get the weird set that had like the big molded plastic piece that was like coming down. That was it a robot? Was it a spaceship? Like they didn't get me that one. They got me like two really good spaceships. So
you mean you didn't get the mobile lab like I got?
no, and I had the Alpha One. I had the Alpha One base.
You didn't have the Space Elephant, which was my first space set. This is great.
Not to be confused with the later Space Elephant, which looks like an AT-AT.
No, not have that one.
This you know, I didn't realize this was America only. This was a U.S. only thing, you know. So, but this was my first space and a copy of it, and I love it. I love it.
Built in Detroit.
Okay, so Dana, you pronounce it at, not AT-AT?
It depends on the day. It depends. It really, I mean, literally, it depends on the day.
Okay, if it's at, then what's the ATST?
No. Back up for a second. To everyone who was alive in 1980, it was pronounced at.
But
On
what
the
about ATST?
On the can ad for the toy, it was pronounced at.
It was.
It has also
That's what
canonically been
everyone called
referred to as AT-AT as well.
Nobody
in Star Wars.
No one started spelling it until like 5 years ago.
Well, actually, I think people. No, I think
No.
because
Earlier than that.
when Jedi, I mean, when Empire came out, everyone called it an AT-AT. But when Jedi came out and they started calling, we saw that the smaller ones were called ATST. That's when people then started to saying AT-AT. So
Yeah, because then what is that one?
That's hard to pronounce.
I never heard anyone in the 80s ever spell it out.
It's called a Scout Walker. That's what it's called. It's a Scout Walker, not a
or the Chicken Walker, which was the other common phrase.
Chicken
Walker. Yeah.
Yeah, as kids, we just called it a Scout Walker or Scout. We didn't spell out anything.
That's right.
All we cared was it was Star Wars.
I remember watching, I think it's in Rebels when they say, look out, there's an AT-AT, there's a line, because I've always been on the side of AT-AT, not AT-AT, and I was like, oh, they said it AT-AT in the show. So I think there is a canon reference to it where it's referred to like
All right,
that.
I need you to send me that canon reference.
But the regards is that I bet you can find another canon reference where they do call it an AT-AT. So
They call it both. They call it both.
That's why I said it depends on the day.
Yeah.
Just curious.
I'm pretty sure the Star Wars universe people in the actual universe argue what it's called as well.
Yeah. By the way, you notice all of us old people were like, "It's an AT-AT. It's an AT-AT." Yeah.
I didn't think that would be such a debate.
So if we can nerd argue something, we're gonna nerd argue something. It's gonna happen. It's gonna
In this
happen.
room. Yes, it's gonna.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen in this room.
It's like saying Legos.
You know,
Somebody did that the other day, and I had to bite my tongue so hard I almost started to bleed to not correct them. And I was like,
Yeah, that's what my coworkers always say, Legos. And I'm like, not going to be that person.
I had a guy come into my house, sit at my dining room table, and chastise me because I called them Legos. And I've been scarred ever since. So. I call it both. This is again basically an ATST. We're Americans. We bastardize the English language anyway. So how dare anybody from another country tell us that we're wrong? Because we bastardize everything. That's part of our national heritage. We're gonna add an S and say what it is. So
which one of us was it?
Oh no, this was somebody from the UK. It wasn't a homegrown.
So Martin.
Oh, it was Martin.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't even Martin. It was a friend I no longer even talk to. Let's just point it out.
Oh,
You know what you have to do is you have to be even more pedantic and say Susan Williams said it's Lego bricks and toys.
Susan Williams.
Susan Williams. There, right there, you've just invalidated the whole concept anyway. She was a lie. She's like the cake.
I remember when I found out Susan Williams was a lie. That was a bad day. I had to question everything about reality. I'm like, what do you mean she's not real? She signed every Lego set I had in the 80s. And the letter on the back. She's a fake.
Chris was going to marry her.
It was.
You know how we all have that first childhood crush?
Susan.
That was
or
Betty
Bach,
Crocker.
the other.
Betty Crocker. Man, that woman can cook.
Betty
I was
Crocker
like,
had a
I think
different
you're
company.
referring
Thank you
to
very
the
much.
brawny guy, the guy on the side of the paper towels. That was the
Brawny
brawny
Crocker. Brawny Crocker.
Brawny. Not to be confused with brawny, like the horse. Never mind.
Those are bronies.
Oh, brony.
Can I tell
brony.
you, my wife sent me a TikTok that was Linda Carter turning into Wonder Woman, and I'm like, she just winked at me and said, "You're welcome." I'm like, thanks.
I'm surprised she didn't go, "Are you going to need a few moments to yourself?"
I always wondered why. When I was a kid, it was like, Dad wants to watch Wonder Woman with me. I know.
We managed to get the uncomfortable laugh out of Chris. Well, 10 points. 10 points to Dana. He
There it
wins. He wins tonight's Hollywood Squares.
That's right.
Making Chris uncomfortable.
That's okay.
But it's got to be subtle, though. It's got to be subtle.
It has to be something. You bringing them space babies to the meeting if we ever had one? Just saying.
If we have a meeting and you are there and Adam is there and Meredith is there, I will have babies for all three of you.
Here's our solution. We'll just have the meeting at Dana's house and then everybody get their space babies.
Yeah, there you go.
We're gonna find out he's fed the babies to these raccoons in the backyard. So,
well, they're still too early for them to be nursing. But anyway, let's not go there.
gosh, are you gonna have like 18 raccoons in your backyard after this?
Well, usually we get the babies in early August. They'll show up, and anywhere from I think the most we've ever had is 9 baby raccoons at one time. So,
Are you going to try to get 111 baby raccoons this year?
actually, the funny thing is,
the other thing is, if we have the meeting at Dana's house,
we're pushing over 50 over the last 5 years. So yeah, probably.
The opening and closing door prize at Dana's house is you get to take a baby raccoon home with you.
No, you get a waiting spot. That's what you get.
You're gonna get me in trouble with the ASPCA here, aren't you?
He almost snort breathed his soda there. That was amazing.
If it was carbonated, it would have been in trouble, but it was plain water, so I was safe.
Hey, I have a Star Wars nerd question for Aubrey.
Okay.
What do you call this?
A TIE fighter?
No, it's a TIE.
TIE.
It's a TIE fighter.
Actually, it's a
It
twin
doesn't have
ion
a,
engine
it doesn't
fighter,
have
but
a
that's besides the point.
dash.
Yeah.
I needed to have a dash in order to.
Well, that was the whole twin ion engine fighter reference.
Don't make her mad. She hangs out with us. Come on.
I'm not going to get mad at that.
That's a rite of passage. She can't handle this. She can't hang. That's all.
She's been here before. She's been here before.
Yeah. She's watched this show program.
I thought
well.
for a second, I was like, man, did I get that ship wrong? It's like, geez.
That would have been.
I remember as a kid,
right?
my brother had the John Berkey concept art poster for Star Wars. And what was weird about it, there were like multiple Millennium Falcons in the picture, and the Death Star was all kind of, gritty, garbly looking. And there were multiple, the ships, the X-Wings were wrong because they were all from concept art. But I love that image and everything. But as a kid, after starting Star Wars, like, why are there like 17 Millennium Falcons on the? I didn't get it, right? But still a great poster, though.
They have some of his art in the Sci-Fi Museum in Seattle.
I love it.
And it's weird because, some of the paintings, they're like these little bitty things like this. They're like little gestural sort of paintings.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Cool. That first ship in the beginning of the last Mandalorian, the whatever that had the water people on one. Anyway, that spaceship looked like a John Berkey spaceship. The very first scene of the last Mandalorian. It was so good.
Yeah,
so good.
It made me think of the ship in Fifth Element.
Yeah,
it did have a very Fifth Element ship feel to it, but yeah.
Wait,
All right.
All right. I'm getting bored. Let's wind this down.
You're getting bored? I'm sorry. Are you bored?
Just talk about your pirate a little bit more.
The Lego one this time.
Excuse me while I
a little Blazing Saddles reference. I love it. Love it. All right. You got your hey, that's right. You should get the pirate and the wave going on together, and then you got a scene.
But now I feel the need to get that parrot set.
Oh, that's cool. That would be good.
Because I've seen people they've done it where they put the parrot
Oh,
on.
yeah. Yep.
It's like, yeah, I gotta get it now.
Oh, and I've seen the baby Groot or the Groot with the birds from the birdhouse, the little 3-in-1 birdhouse. That's kind
I
of
did that the other day.
Oh yeah, that's
But
awesome.
I saw it
That's
originally in
what
the
we
Lego
saw.
store.
Oh, did they do it in the Lego store?
One of the Lego stores did a display of Groot beside the birdhouse, and all the birds were flying around it. So,
Oh, and by the way, I don't know if you've noticed, my Walmart, my little half Walmart, it is loaded up with adult sets now. It's got the Vespa, it's got the guitar, it's got all this stuff, and like a little strip of 3-in-1s and some Ninjago, and then it's loaded up with all the adult sets. So I wonder how that's going to go for.
Did you mean a guitar?
A guitar? Yes, it was an electric guitar. Thank you.
I'm going to say TIE fighter now, just out of spite.
She's a troublemaker.
That's right. Our favorite kind.
Actually,
All
Dave,
right.
I had a friend of mine whose dog was named Dog.
From
I like that.
Milo Murphy's the whatever the cartoon that was follow up to Phineas and Ferb, Milo Murphy's World or whatever. His name was Dog.
Dog.
Yeah, which is awesome.
Yeah. I can't ever get Victoria to call one of our cats CAT because it's just too long to say.
What about Cat? I mean,
ooh, cat. Like Doug.
It's Cat. That's
Doug. Cat.
You should name it CAT-CAT and
just watch the people of the veterinarians off or the vet try to decide is it cat or CATA.
It's all in the pronunciation of it. You got to add a little flair, like C80. C80.
C80. Yeah, that's true. C80.
You got to add a little bit of like pizzazz to it, you know?
Well, because I mean, I always told people when I was in college, they would ask me where I was from, and I would say I was from Batavia, Illinois. Because if I said I was from Batavia, Illinois, they would like, huh? So I just figured I'd throw a little flair to it, and it sounded like I was from some, small, forgotten European Eastern country that had a cool little name.
Or you just name your cat C80, so you're C80 and it's CAT. There you go.
That's great.
Now that's nerding it up a level. That's nerding it up a level. That's 3VIL, buddy. That's yeah.
All right. Hey guys, we are just past an hour, so we're gonna take on off out of here. Thank y'all for being here. Be awesome, build awesome, love on your neighbor, and have a great day, everybody. Bye.